David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Mississippi State head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down. Quick strike complete. Got room at the 35. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Off play action. Steps away. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Takes a handoff. It's Fletcher. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Easy. They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Tight end now in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, if you talk Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships and competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp. And just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game, they've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously.
Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Setting up the screen. Here's a little room there. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Hurricanes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Taylor wants to throw it. Dangerous screen into traffic. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Quarterback keep. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Ran through the contact. And after after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He wants to change this route. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. They'll give it to Fluff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Taylor wants to throw. Got it. Powers through the defender. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Now on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Fletcher. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was an
interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Took it all the way back to the house.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right.
Lets it fly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes to the... Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they... to a defensive score.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick six all the way to the house, that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Lofton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the second quarter, They get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball, even if you can't see.
Makes a grab and room to run. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Making side adjustments here. Here's Mensah to throw. With the catch, it's Pringle. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Mensah. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Catching up with Coach Levy at the half. Hey, their defense is doing their job. They have continued to force these turnovers. Not a lot of people thought they would be so disruptive and so dynamic coming into this game, but here they are on the road creating havoc. We'll see if that continues here to start the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, he's going to take off. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Now give it to Fluff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Taylor wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll do it himself. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Makes the catch at the 30. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Fluff. Good, solid tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch, it's West. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Taylor wants to throw. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. Continues to fight for yards. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to set up the screen. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They'll give it to Fluff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. The AT unit on the field. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going for it all. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Makes the catch. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The unproductive first down completion now brings up second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Offense changing the play. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've got four receivers out there, two on either side on 2nd and 3. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Mensah shoots it to the left. A spectacular one-hand grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quarterback may change this route. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Throwing, Mensah. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 17. The play-action fake. Complete to Williams over the middle. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Taylor wants to throw. Snagged out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Gives it on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got the quick pass. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here's Mensah to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And